All right, so today what we're going to do is we are going to look at alternate views. And there's a number of alternate views and reasons why we would need an alternate view in a particular drawing. So some cases, projections and pictorials are not sufficient to supply all the details of the part. So that's your front view, side view, and top view. So if you can't get everything in there, then you need an alternate view. So we have section views, used to show inside details that are not apparent on the exterior of the part. If you have a complicated hole or if you have some sort of inside space, you would use this. Auxiliary view, used to show features that are located on an inclined surface in true size and shape. So if you have something coming out at an angle, a lot of times the true size or the true shape doesn't appear. And lastly, you have a detail view, used to show a close-up of features that are too small to specify in another view. So if you want to show the height and distance between teeth on a gear, for example, then you might want a detail view. So section view provides a view of an object as if it were cut down the middle. You may have heard of the term of cross-section before, kind of similar to that. So location is indicated by a cutting plane line on another view, and that's what the A's represent, where the object is cut for the section view. So the plane line indicates the location, it's thick and broken, and arrows indicate the direction of the view, and it's labeled with a letter for proper identification. So section lines are hatch lines, meaning crossed, indicating that the material was cut at the plane line. They're very thin. They're a little hard to see on this drawing, but later on in the slideshow, you'll have a better idea of what those are going to look like. So you have full section, half section, and then an offset. And so we'll go through where you would use each type of those section views. Full section, cutting plane line passes all the way through the part. The part of the object behind the plane line is removed or away from the direction of the arrows. So in this case, we're cutting a circular object in half. So the half on the right side then is the one that gets removed. So direction of view is looking at the cross section of the stuff that is still there. And here you have a better idea of the section lines because that's where the material gets cut. So as you can see, there's a lot more detail or a lot more things that can be shown in the section view than an overall top view of something. So half section, used on symmetrical parts to show inside and outside details in one view. Only a fourth of the part is cut away. So this plane line only goes halfway through the part. Notice that the cutting plane line cuts away 1/4 of this particular part. Again, used typically for something circular. Offset section, interior features not necessarily in line with each other can be shown in an offset section view. Cutting plane line changes directions and follows the center of each feature. So the cutting plane line is A, and it goes down, up, through the middle of this, down again, and through the middle of the other hole. So what you end up with is being able to see all of the holes and cutouts in your section view. Now we'll move on to auxiliary views. Auxiliary views, orthographic projection of an inclined plane or an angled surface, which appears foreshortened in a principal orthographic projection, meaning that it's not really the correct size. So we need an auxiliary view to be able to show that correct size. So here's an example of a foreshortened face, and it doesn't really give an accurate depiction of what's going on. So we want an auxiliary view that shows as if it's looking perpendicular. So you're able to see the true height of the object and also the real shape. Notice the difference here. Detail views are an enlargement of a portion of another view to illustrate small features on a part, not to be confused with a detailed drawing, which is any drawing that contains all the information needed to manufacture that given part. So here, feature is broken out and enlarged for clarity. So we have basically the picture of what's going on here, and then it is enlarged. Notice how earlier I said teeth and spacing on a gear or on a part such as this that has the teeth close together. You can see the angle of the part, and you can see the height of each of the teeth. That's it for our other views presentation. So stay tuned for how to go about doing activity 7.2. Thanks for watching.